Should probably hit record on the stream there, right? Let's see if I can get the volume lower on the audio. How's that? That better? Is that working? Okie doke. I am still so new at all of this. On my end, I have to have the speakers turned way down because there's just no volume control on this emulator. So, welcome everybody. We're on Hall of the King 2 now. So in case you missed last week's stream, we came to a very abrupt end in Hall of the King 1 with a score of 637, which is lacking. I'm not going to go back and speedrun that. So now we're on to Hall of the King 2, the Inner Chambers. And so far, we've emptied out a jail. We've discovered an inaccessible bunch of elvish filing systems. Found some surprisingly hard to open wine casks. And wandered around the Sea of Death, which, apart from having a really ominous name, is mostly just a non-Euclidean maze. So we're gonna try and figure all that out today. It's okay, Kooky. The ending is up on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out after this. It's, something. Between Sodor's graffiti on the walls of the toilet and the ultimate treasure of Morodin turning out to be, spoiler alert, a crowbar, I'm starting to think that the dwarvish religion is based on vandalism. And, cam down a bit. Oh god, is it drifting back again? Ah! If my 3D printer was not out of commission right now, I would try to find some kind of mount for this thing. Alright. So, I checked this last week after the stream ended, and we should still have a saved game. These old computers, man. I'm telling ya. So the music we're listening to is actually a bunch of Coco music, composed in a program called Musica, which I used to see advertised in the Rainbow all the time, but I don't have much documentation for it, and while I've got about 15 discs worth of music, this is the only one that plays consistently, so it is what it is. Now, so where are we here? Inventory. We've got the ring, the rope, the crossbow, the arrow, and the cloth. Cool, cool. Now, as far as stuff that we haven't been able to figure out yet, we've got a wine cellar we can't get into. There's a bunch of files that don't seem to serve any purpose. And then there's the golem. We'll come back to the golem. I think right now I'm going to try and take a suggestion from last week from mapping a non-Euclidean space. Could we use the rope to get out? I don't know if we could use the rope to get out of that one room. I'd have to figure out a way to... I'd have to figure out something to connect it to. Okay. So now I've got a whole bunch of ideas, and I don't know... I've got a convoluted idea now. Let's get back... Let's see. Let's get my directions back again. Right. So let's go back... So, maybe, and again, this is a ridiculous idea. If I tie the rope to the crossbow, and then you, sorry, tie the rope to the crossbow. Tie the rope to the arrow, and then tie the arrow... I will get this out in theory. Give me a moment. Words. They're things I should use. So tie the rope to the arrow, use the crossbow to fire the arrow through the hole, and then maybe I'd have a rope to get out. That seems convoluted, and I'm not sure it would actually work, but then again, the solution for the torch puzzle in the last game was literally crawl into the dumbwaiter and let the draft dry things out for you, so... Who even knows anymore with these games? All hail Glen Dhalgren. I'm still mad about there being like 3 torches right there that I can't do anything with after all the trouble we went to in the last game just to light one thing on fire. Okay, it was more than one thing, but you know what I mean. South. Alright, well, I can probably do this here, so let's see if I can tie the rope to what? Arrow. Done. That's a good first start. Should I save the game? I think I should save the game. Means we have to go walking back to the mine if this doesn't work, but... Now, I'm hoping that Glen Dhalgren doesn't know that crossbows fire bolts and not arrows, because that will mean that we can actually use the arrow and the crossbow. Alright, down we go. Golem! Fire's not gonna work. Shoot, crossbow. Apparently I can't do that now. Oops. And throw is not a thing in this game. Okay, what about... No, if I try to load the crossbow, something awful is going to happen. Okay. Put arrow. Where? Crossbow. So... It has become arrow with rope. That's interesting. And we can't just go back up. No. No, it looks like we're still stuck here. Unless we can figure out some way to actually use that arrow. Let's, This is a small vent with many webs and a small hole. What do the webs do? Can't get the webs. Stab, arrow. Lower rope? Nope. So we're on the right track with attaching the arrow to the rope, but what else? What else? So, 2 things I feel the need to point out. Put arrow where hole. Nope, just says it dropped it. And it didn't even drop it through the hole. Gah. As I was gonna say, so I looked up the manual. The manual is a super little thin 4-page dealie, and it's basically the same as the last one, except that in the blurb on the back, it tells you that your quest in this game is to locate the map and the second key piece. So at least I know what we're doing. Shoot arrow? With what? Oh! We have discovered the secret of the parser, and also ruined our arrow. So let's load that. Let's try down. Shoot arrow. With what? Crossbow. And apparently it destroys the rope in the process. That's interesting. This is the most brittle rope ever. What if I clean the webs? No, okay. So we know what to do with the arrow when we find the place to use it. That's good. This doesn't seem to be the place to use it. So, let's head back out of here for now. Actually, hold on. Exploding spell to operate push button and have some shielding. Yeah, okay. So that's just a reiteration of what to do when we find the exploding spell. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't think we're going to need this paper. This game has a distinct lack of things that require kindling. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to go south again. Ah, shoot. I've gotten myself all turned around. So, if you weren't here for the last one, these are your death gods. If you just walk into the room, the golem kills you. But if you drop into the room from the ceiling, the golem just sort of looks at you. Which, I mean, I'm not a golem. I don't know what kind of sense that makes. Obviously, it's probably a programming error, right? Like, they're programmed to guard the entrance, but not the ceiling. Alright, north. The element of surprise. Don't tempt them. There have been adventure games with such items. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know I've heard that pun before. Dang it. I just can't remember where the hell I'm going anymore. Maybe I'm too tired to be playing adventure games tonight. There we go. The problem is, the last game we played, everything was oriented to the north. You just went north, 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 all the damn time. This game I have to keep thinking about walking backwards, and it's... get good. It's the only thing to be done, is get good. I wonder how much longer I have in my chiptune playlist anyway. Oh, this is it. This is the last of the chiptune playlist. I'll have to go back to that and set it up again. Unless you guys don't care for the music. I can honestly go either way at this point. Michael Jackson. We didn't have 8-bit Michael Jackson. I think all the Michael Jackson games were on the 16-bit systems. Yes, all hail Glen. Is there anything that we can do with the wine barrels? Just gonna try barrels, just in case. No? Okay. Drink wine. Do not know the command to drink. Alrighty. Oh, music's over. 1 second. Doodly doodly doo. This song is called Morning, by the way, and I have no idea why. All of these old Coco tunes that I've got are in, like, they've got like 8 character... They have 8 character names and not much else to tell you about them. Alright, let's check that inventory. Cool. I can take the parchment, and I can take the key piece 1. Okay. So what we're going to see here is we're going to try and determine if the exits from these rooms are actually fixed. It's a complicated process that I can't describe very well, so apologies in advance if I mess it up. But the long and the short of it is, we know from playing last time that east, west, north, and south do not apply when you're wandering through the Sea of Death. If you keep going east long enough, you'll eventually run into all the same rooms you would if you went south. The only real markers that we have are stuff that we drop along the way as landmarks. So the idea here is to sort of, kind of make a breadcrumb trail. Sort of. A dark plain of cooled lava. So the idea here is, so here we are in the first room of the Sea of Death. We're going to call this one Room 1. And it goes north, south, west, and east. And so far as I know, this is the only room that actually has a fixed exit. The fixed exit is that if you go north, you leave the Sea of Death. So I'm going to drop the parchment here so that I know this is the first entrance. We're going to say that the parchment is here. Okay. I'm going to go south. So south is going to be room 2. It goes north, and it goes east. I'm going to drop the key ring. Now if I go north... Okay. So far, so good. So south goes to 2, and north goes to 1. And this is already starting to look a bit like a Sudoku. Alright, so south should take us to the Ring of Keys. Okay. So we have east. We'll go east. East, which we'll call room 3. I've already dropped the sword here. So east goes to room 3. And this one has exits in all bloody directions. So if I go back west... Yeah, west still goes to 2. Oh, man. On the plus side, this area is all the same stuff. So I don't really need to worry about the mapping or about the loading times. Okay, so what happens if we go north from here? Ah, north will take us to the sign room. I can tell it takes us to the sign room because it takes time to load the sign. Okay, so the sign room goes north, south, east, west. Okay, so we're going to call the sign room number 4. So south should take us back to where I dropped the sword? Yay, okay. This is a complicated process. Okay, so if we go north from here, what happens to go if we go north? Okay, so north is another new room. That'll be room 5. It goes north, south, and west. Drop the cloth here. Okay, so if I go south, should go back to the sign room. I know all this backtracking isn't the most exciting thing, but we've got to figure this damn maze out at some point or another. Okay, so far, so consistent. Okay. And the cloth is in here. What happens if we go north from here? Aha! North from here takes us to room 3. Does south from room 3 take us back to the cloth? It does. Cool. Okay. Go west, young man. There's nothing here, so this is a new room. Go south. So south west and east. Okay. We're coming back for all this, I swear. Okay. I'm gonna go south from here. I found either I've found the sign room. I've either found the sign room again or yes! Nothing special about the lava river. I'm gonna save the game for just a sec. Oh, hey, Adora. I held on to the crossbow and the rope for a very specific reason. Because the whole time this spire was in the background, I was pretty sure that it would have a gap in the top. So let's go up the spire and see if I'm right. Okay. Just in case. There's a rather ominous looking little screen in it. So, shoot the arrow. With what? The crossbow. Yes! Okay. Tie rope. Tie what? Spire. Oops. Okay. Yeah, tie loose. Go rope? No, apparently not. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna load that, because I'm not sure what's going on. I might need to find an anchor or something first before I can get across there. Oh hey, you know what? That's right. I could just swing across. I don't know that I can get back. Well, might as well try it, right? I've got the save game. Tie loose. Tie what? Okay, well, if I'm holding the loose end of the rope, let's swing on rope. I've swung to the other side of the lava river! Excellent. I hope I can get back. So I can go south and I can go up. Well, let's go south. Here are 2 bronze gates of the great temple. You see bronze gates, caldera. No. You don't see bronze gates here. Don't see you, bro. I got to the spire by using a mapping technique that was suggested to me by Dronin last week, which is basically the exits don't make any logical sense in real space, so instead you just map where the exits go to. I had to drop a lot of inventory to do it. So the first thing I really should be doing instead of exploring is checking to see that I can get back to the other side of the river, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, right? Can I read the gate? No, I guess not. Alright, let's go east. So this must be that big volcano that they were so scared of. I suppose if you've built your temple right next to a volcano, if it even so much as bunny farts, you're going to be scared of something happening. I am in a holy chamber made for prayer to Morodin. You see, altars, sunken well. Okay, so let's see here. Actually, I don't remember. How did I get in here? I think I got in here by going... I've got myself all turned around again. Oh god. I contend that Adventure for the 2600 was the first Skyrim. Like, it's almost an Elder Scrolls game, because 90% of the gameplay in that game is just messing around with all the different bugs it gives you. Like, technically that game never ends. Technically. Okay, so I'm gonna relocate my temple on the page, just because I completely messed up and now I don't have space to put anything. Alright. Like, the best part about Adventure was just everything that could go wrong. It was emergent storytelling at its finest. And I'm sure there are a few kids out there, probably some of them in the furry fandom, who played Adventure back in the day and realized that you didn't actually die when the dragon ate you, and thus was birthed a vor fetish that would last a lifetime. Holy cow, you put every item in the same castle? That must have crashed the Atari, man. It couldn't handle more than 2 on a screen without flashing. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. I'm going to assume that those are not Morodin. Okay, good, good. I could not take it if there was yet a third form for Morodin already. They are statues of the minions of Morodin, each with one arm outstretched. Okay. Examine the well. Nothing special. Okay, well, examine the sunken well, then. Still nothing special. Alrighty. Let's go east again. I don't have anything to give these guys. I left all of my inventory in the Sea of Death. I can't tell what's behind that gate because Coco graphics. I'm scared if I open this gate that's going to be a beholder. Yes, let us bang gong. Let us get on. Doesn't know that command. Examine the gong. Looks as though it could be hit by a small rock tethered to the ceiling. Okay. Ring gong. It gong? In order to pass this gate, you must give me the name of the creator. Okay, well, let's say Morodin? The solution was to give the name of the game programmer. And the worst part is, they foreshadowed this. I'm pretty sure they foreshadowed this in the description of his poster back in the office. Pass this gate, but beware. More torches that I probably can't use. This is true. I'll take hints whenever I can get them. Okay. I'm gonna be real sad if we got this far and then it turns out that we can't get back across the spire. A large mirror covers the east wall of the hallway. You see mirror carved inscription. Torturous. Ah! Okay. Let's have a look at this mirror. It is completely black and seems to be void of all light. Well, then it ain't a mirror, is it? That's the exact opposite of what a mirror does. The mirror from the blurb thing? Ooh, touch mirror. Let me read the inscription first. Read carved. It says, "For those who pass unjust, the light pierces. Those who see the way beyond are indeed worthy." The torches to the side seem to be glowing brighter. Damn it! I left the parchment back in the desert. For those who pass unjust, the light pierces. Those who see the way beyond are indeed worthy. A blinding light floods the hall from the torches and burns through my mortal flesh. You warned me just a little too late. Or rather, you warned me and I forgot to read the chat before I could be not killed. Let's try that again. I think my save game is back by the spire. This time we should double check to make sure that we can actually get back. Because if I can't get back, then I really shouldn't be going through here. Because I remember the parchment said something about braving the light 3 times, but since I dropped the parchment in the desert, I can't consult it now. Gonna get there. Gonna get there. I'm either getting used to this, or this is just a lot more intuitive than the last one. Oh, wait. I forgot I haven't fired it yet, have I? Swing! Rope! Whee! Okay, let's go up. Please tell me you see the rope. Please tell me you see the rope. Ah! And I just discovered that I don't have to actually put the space between words. So that's cool. Okay, so... north to room 6. Don't need the... well, I'm gonna... probably should take the key piece. Sort of need the key piece. Alright. Oh, that was the wrong way. Yeah, east takes me back to room 5, so we gotta go to room 5. Okay, that's what the cloth is. We'll take cloth. I really hope I haven't messed up by leaving without using the rope. Okay, north takes us to 3. I don't need the sword. Probably don't need the key ring. But I want that parchment back. I think I completely failed to label some of the directions I went. Well, we'll get through it. That's where the sword is. So I'm in room 3. Ah, shoot. Okay, we're back to the sword ring. So if we go west from here, end up in the key ring. I don't think the sword could be used on one of the statues. It's possible that the sword has double uses, but we already used it once to open the gates to get here, so I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay. So if we go north from here, we're back at room 1. Oh no, north from here is back to, yeah, room 1. Okay. I have braved the many horrors of light and seek what is truly mine. By the power of Sodar and his kind, placed by our gods, I call upon the power that created Furhest, I call upon the Earthstone. Okay. Doesn't actually have anything to do with that puzzle apart from the light really sucking. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a cloth here now. I'm going to take the cloth and leave the parchment here. Just leave the... Leave that as parchment. Okay. So as long as I can get to the sign room, I think I can deal with the rest of this. It's possible that that's the game exit. It really is. If that's the case, I want to figure out what to do with those statues. Because I still have to figure out what to do with the statues, the casks, and the files. And I know from reading the manual that one of the things I need to find is the map. And thus far, I haven't found anything resembling a map. Alright, east goes to 3. That's where the sword is. Let's go south. And west. And south. Really hope I can still, like, swing along on that rope, because I kind of left without doing so. Oh, good. It's just here. Huh. I guess in theory I could take my whole inventory with me. Except for the parchment. Well, I can take the parchment, I can take 2 items. Because I need to have 1 slot free in order to pick up the arrow. And we've already used the Ring of Keys for everything. We've used the sword for everything. We have not found a use for the parchment. And I'm so paranoid about the parchment. I have not figured out how to blow up the golem yet. The golem is still just sitting right there, waiting for us to get blowed up. I'm gonna take the sword, because swords are important. Swords are totally not important. Okay, west. This is where the keyring is. North is where the parchment is. I'm gonna take the parchment. South. East. South. Go south, damn it. West. South. Yeah, I'm figuring that there's a shield in here somewhere, Adora. I just don't know where. The real annoyance is that there's a room that clearly has something that looks like a shield on the wall, and it's decoration. Like the sword in the last game. It's just sort of there. I can see it, but can't actually refer to it in any way. Oh, no. I just realized the next song up in the jukebox is Cats in the Cradle. Sorry. Sorry in advance. Well, now that I know I can actually save here and get back from here... Go, Caldera. I feel the heat tremendously and can't go on. I must not have the right combination of things to pass through. So I need some way to get through the caldera, is what you're telling me, game? Duly noted. to be fair, it's not the first time it's given me a warning about auto-death. It gave me a warning about the catwalk in the first game, sort of. And I guess that the torches getting really bright is kind of a warning. So, maybe? Let's see what happens if we give a sword to these guys. Put sword on altar. Nope. If it wants me to pee on the cloth, I'm going to assume that I have to... Ooh, yeah. So the solution for that would have to be that I somehow manage to, like, drink a whole bunch of the wine, and then I have to pee, so that I will have enough urine to pee on the cloth, and then we'd be able to do it. I don't know. Alright. Well, let's go well. Can't do that now. Oh, right. Go sunken. Thank you, Adora. Oh. If I was, you know, capable of typing. Nope. Apparently not. Nothing special about the cloth. Put... cloth where altar. Nope. Yeah, if only I had a coin. Unfortunately, I haven't found any toilets yet to give me coins. In order to pass this gate, you must give me the name of the creator. That's like if you wanted to get into the mines of Moria, Gandalf would have to say, Tolkien! It's humor, I know it's humor. Waiting for a long raven. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. This is not Hall of the Ring. Okay. Those who passed unjust, the light pierces. Those who see the way beyond are indeed worthy. Okay, well, let's examine the mirror again. Yeah. Huh. Put cloth on what? Torches. Nope. Ah! It's a timed puzzle. You have only a certain number of turns to figure out what you're doing in that room. Now I know. Putting the cloth on the mirror, that sounds like a good idea. And we'll try that as soon as I'm alive again. So while we're loading here, this particular song is called Welcome To. I have no idea what it is. So somewhere in here is the great suit of asbestos armor milled by the dwarves. I did see the tweet about the Tandy party. Apart from some reluctance to visit the United States right now, I don't actually have my passport right now. I think itchy would be the least of your concerns with asbestos armor. There was an suit of asbestos armor in Rise of the Triad? I never actually played that one. Pass this gate, but beware! I had a bunch of friends at the time who claimed it was real good. They like to focus on things like, you know, being able to take mercy on enemies and then pop them in the head anyway. Alright, put cloth. Mirror. Ah, shoot. Alright, so the cloth doesn't actually cover the mirror. John Romero was involved in Rise of the Triad? Okay. Okay, read carving, and the torches get brighter. Read parchment, etc., 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 light, etc., etc., mine, soda, etc., etc., press any key. Nope. Well, reading the parchment didn't help. You know what? No, I'm going to load the game. I don't know how many turns it's going to give me the next time I go back in that room. Alrighty. Okay, can I pray? You do not know that command. So, we're atheists. We're atheists in the land of Morodin. So I found a bunch of area to explore and stuff that I can interact with, but I haven't found any inventory items that help me solve problems. So anything at all. Put key where? Altar. Nope. Can you examine the hands? No. Push or pull, alter. Nope. Well, let me push or pull them. These are some weird proportions for people who are supposedly dwarves. Break the mirror. Huh. Don't really have anything to break the mirror with. Still. Oops. Nope. Justice is... That's an idea. Justice is blind. Okay. Alright, put cloth where eyes. Nope. Close eyes. You can't do that now. Apparently closing is something we can do. Put, alright, take cloth. Put cloth where head. Nope. No, we tried cover already. Cover's not something it recognizes. Yeah. Break is apparently not something it doesn't know either. Does shattering the mirror work? Tie cloth. Okay. Let's try tying the cloth. Tie what? I haven't tried rubbing the mirror. Nope. Completely black and seems to be void of all light. That still bugs me, because it's exactly the opposite of what mirrors do. Still. And the mirror looks like an eye, and I just noticed that, and it's creeping me out. Fabulous. Okay. Go mirror. I don't understand. Okie doke. Progress has been made, but at what cost? Okay. Look void? I don't... Nothing special. It's already looking back. It looks like an eye. Okay. I wish I could get another disc of chiptunes working on this thing, but the last one I tried was really, really bad. That's possible. Possible there's something we can take that we couldn't before. have an idea what that might be. It's a silly idea, but we're going to go try it. Oh, wait. Boy, I can't wait to see how lacking my score is in this game, eh? Alrighty. Loading, loading, we are loading. Oh, the thing on the wall is a gong. I rang the gong in order to get the attention of the omnipotent voice, which then asked me to say the name of the creator, which meant the programmer, because it's that kind of game. Do-do-do-do. And somewhere, there is a map. We don't know where, but somewhere. East, north, west. At this point, the arrow is inseparable from the rope, and I kind of need it to be able to get back and forth across the spire, so probably not. Basically, basically so far, if I fire the arrow anywhere but at the spire, it shatters immediately on touching anything. And wondering if I should start the music up again, but it's like I've got this one disc, and the other disc I had didn't go well. Like, it had a version of Star Wars on it that just sounded like a lot of computer screaming. Okay, come on. Hurry up and load Glen's office. Okay. Inventory. I'm going to drop the sword again. Alright. You can't take the waste can. Well, okay, so much for putting the waste can on my head. That was an idea I had. Thinking about computers screaming, I've always wanted to have one of those floppy drive media players. Oh god. So I don't have one of those. On the other hand, I have a 3D printer. And if you don't mind, like, not printing anything with it, or like printing a big ball of nothing, you could actually play music with those motors too. I don't recommend it. Also, that printer is demonic. Okay. Containing many such wine barrels. Yes, there's no such thing as too many wine barrels. Alright. Tap keg. Doesn't know how to tap. Open wine? You can't do that now. Why not? I just... Get drunk. You don't see drunk here. Doesn't know the word soap. Wet cloth? Don't know that command either. Go wine! Woo! Can't do that now. Can I do it at some point? Roll out the barrel. Should have thought of that before. So, east from the wine cellar. Burp. Do a barrel roll. Yes, I did. Holy shit! Okay. Alright. Well. This is a cheerful place to have hiding behind your wine cellar, Glen. I'm just going to assume this is all Glen's office, and this is just where he goes to unwind other people's intestines? Yeah, we're saving the game. I don't want to get accidentally killed here. Alright, examine rack. Nothing special. Cool. I'm glad there's nothing special about the rack. Examine shackles. Nothing special. It's my inventory here. Take shackles. Yay! Nothing special. Okay. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, they are trying to do a perspective on the spikes, and I kind of appreciate that. Actually, like, the artwork in this game overall is a big improvement over the last one, in my opinion. Especially where it concerns perspective. Because he actually does do things like, when doors open, they're sort of in perspective. Yeah, I know. Go Iron Maiden. Alright. 2 minutes to midnight. Run to the hills. Whichever. Go rack. Nope, can't do that now. I'm going to examine the Iron Maiden first. Nothing special. Go iron. Can't do that now. Excellent. Close iron. Can't do that now. I could maybe use the shackles on the golem, which is kind of what I'm thinking. Torture room with many devices. Okay. Yeah. Turn rack. That's a good one. Let's try that. Nope, can't do that now. Roll rack. No. Stretch rack. Do not know that command. I think the thing on the lower right is a brazier for heating up your red-hot poker. Nope. Doesn't seem to have the crank. Carrying too much. Anyway, Okay. Let's just step out of here for a second. I feel like I'm giving way more environmental storytelling to this game than was originally intended, but whatever. There were shackles. We got the shackles. Okay. Our glorious leader, Glen. Hail, Glen. Well, it did say that we were now in the dungeons. So, I guess all these shackles and weapons and cells and seas of death are a little more in keeping with something like that. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely saving before I go in the vent. I can actually get out of the vent no trouble. It's everything else. Okay. Still haven't been able to figure out if that, like, if his, like, spear has accidentally broken its tip off in the wall or what. Examine golem. Nothing special. Put shackle. Wear golem. I quickly take the shackles and slip them over the Behemoth's hands. Before he has a chance to react, I lock them and attach them to a peg in the wall. He dropped a staff. I have it! It is a straight, strong wooden staff. It also has a tapered point on one end. So a spear, then? I swear. Yeah, not the best golem, I have to say. Alright, pretty sure we don't need the Ring of Keys anymore. Oh. Alright. It glows and I see a small button upon it. Excellent. Okay, so we can leave now. We can go north. Why do tapirs have a thing for staves? Blow up the file room just because. I like that reasoning. Okay. If that's where the map is, like if I blow up the files and that lets me find the map, I'm going to be like... It'll be the second most broken piece of logic I've had in one of these games so far. I'm still not over being able to fill that entire pool with one bucket. Okay. So even being in another room, that thing still kills me. And I realized we all missed a glowing opportunity to call the thing the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge Dronin's reference to No Evil, and recommend that you all watch the series, because it's real good. Theoretically, the dumbwaiter might also have been there to help you save time, because it may or may not have been a shorter route to get downstairs and to get to certain places by using it, but eesh. Sphere, crossbow, cloth, staff, parchment, and key piece. Okay. Waiting for things to load. So there's the shield that we can't get because it isn't there. Yeah. All right, and we've tried examining the desk. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, the desk probably does nothing. Probably. But who can even tell? Secret archives of the Dwarven scribes. Examine files. Nothing special. Okay, so far, still haven't found any use for the files. Or the cloth, for that matter. The mysteries that remain are really, really far apart from each other. So, let's see. Well, heading back that way is basically what I'm on to, is basically what I'm down to now, since I think we've pretty much exhausted the possibilities of fun here. There's nothing else around here that I can stab. And we've figured out basically everything except what to do with the file room. Hire staff, look through files. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't think so. Still, that would have been a very Douglas Adams way to solve this. Can I browse files? Yeah, it doesn't know that command. Oh well. Oh, my mic can pick up every squeak of this stupid chair. Bah! Gonna be trying to get a new chair soon. Just have to wait for a certain coupon I have to get to. Orb is for the well or caldera. That's a possibility. Although, I think exploding Morodin's sunken well might put me on bad terms. And now, thanks to Dronin, I have Prime the Pump stuck in my head. So, thanks for that. Oh, the maze. If I didn't mention it before. Yeah, I took your suggestion, and that solved it. It really was only about 6 rooms. And it's taking a long, long-ass time to load this. There we go. Okay. East. East! Oh, okay. So hopefully we can solve something in the temple, because it's starting to get a little late. Although it would be funny if we ended up like finishing this game 5 minutes into the next stream and, you know... Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I don't even know anymore. I know what I'm doing. I was reading the numbers on the maze and not the directions I had to go. Oh, man. Does kind of look like a target, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, don't even. Oh my lord. Because, yeah, if you look at the sign says, sometimes the best place to hide something is in plain sight. Not really sure what that means. But, like, anyway. What stupid-ass way of mapping is what? The mapping is... I did the map the way you said. The way you told me last week. Right? I go into the first room. It's like, okay, this is the first room. I drop an item here. I check the exits and see where they go. Eventually, I managed to find my way into what I'm calling room 6, which is the only room that seems to have south with no north, so yay. Up we go. Oh, my inventory is too big. We'll drop the cloth. Droclo. Okay. So only sometimes does it recognize the command without having the space in the middle. Good to know. take arrow, shoot, arrow with crossbow, and take my cloth back, and swing rope. Cool. Okay. I feel like at any point there's going to be like a wizard and a Balrog go just going down the right side of the screen. Speaking of perspective, like I was saying before, like the art is better in this game because look, he draws the open door in perspective and then tries to draw the handles or the faces or details so that they're skewed. It's an improvement. It's definitely an improvement. I think also overall there's just a lot more dithering here. Okay. Saving the game again, because I'm about to do something that might explode. Push button. All right. Put sphere where sunken well dropped. Eep. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. Hi, Skull friends. How you doing? Yes, we'd like to play again. Whose skulls are these? None of them have the right bone structure to be Glen Dhalgren. One thing I wish it would do is let you load your game from the death screen. If the statues were more naked, I could see me having to hang a cloth on them. It's the Grateful Dead. Is that a joke or are you serious? I honestly don't know the Grateful Dead very well. I am ashamed to say that I basically know the one song by the Grateful Dead, and that's Touch of Grey. Otherwise known as I Will Get By. I've never really felt the urge to go back and re-examine the Grateful Dead. Like, I went back and examined and re-examine stuff like Yes. I'm rambling now. That's what I do. Because the load times on this game are atrocious! Considering that the Grateful Dead is a band that people would suspend their entire lives to follow around on tour, I just never thought to look it up. You were at a Floyd show? Nice! See, that's worth missing the stream for. You know, cover band, whatever. I have never been to an actual Floyd show, but a friend of mine showed me their concert video Pulse once. That was something amazing. Oh my god, why are you taking so long to load? I've been blithering for like 3 straight minutes. It doesn't take that long. Oh my gosh. Please don't tell me this crashed. Come on. Okay. Okay. This is worrying. Yeah, I think the orb might have done that. Okay. Son of a... Starting the music again. Or at least playing one song, just 'cause. No, I've not been to many concerts either. Although I have been to a Weird Al concert, just the one, and it was the Ill-Advised Vanity Tour, which was great. It was exactly as advertised, just played whatever the hell he wanted, without any particular pyrotechnics. A lot of lighting effects, but not much else. It was very cool. Oh, I swear, if this blew up the save file, guys, I'm just gonna have to call the stream off for the night, and then behind the scenes, I'll work to get us back to where we were. Like, it shouldn't take too long with the maps and stuff to just restore myself to the point I was at, but it would be really goddamn annoying. Oh, cool. I've never seen Yes. I've seen Rush once. And the once that I saw Rush was during the local Toronto music festival, affectionately called SARS Stock, aka the Rolling Stones and Friends. And it's not looking good, guys. I will tell you what, though, like, seeing Rush at SARS Stock, like, I was in a crowd of kids who were high out of their gourds, and they were there for AC/DC. Basically, everybody was there for AC/DC. So Rush comes on, and I would say maybe a third of the crowd, maybe a half, got Rush. But there were 500,000 people there, and you have never seen a bigger smile on Geddy Lee's face. Yep. It looks like our save file is broked. God damn it. I mean, on the plus side, going back to recover all of that means that our score is going to be a lot lower at the end of the game. But, yeah. Shoot. Oh, well. So, So do I end the stream here? Or do I start over and see if we can get back to where we were in only about 15-20 minutes? Speedrun strats. Let's try it. Incidentally, stuff like this is the reason why I'm really, really reluctant to play possibly the best Halloween game, possibly the best color computer game. If you're not familiar with it, it's called Dungeons of Daggorath. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But Dungeons of Daggorath is really goddamn good, you guys. I don't know that I have the wrists to play Dungeons of Daggorath anymore, because it's a text adventure. But holy shit, it requires a lot of fast typing. Okie doke. So, the first thing we need to do is we go... Examine the drawer. Oh, fine. A text adventure. It's not that Dungeons of Daggorath has limits on typing. It's that it's actually more of a proto-RPG. It's very, very fast-paced and nerve-wracking. The essential premise is that you are going into this dungeon to defeat an evil wizard, etc., etc. You know, standard enough stuff. But what makes it really, really nerve-wracking, it's first-person perspective. And there are monsters all around you. And each monster makes a distinct noise. So you can hear the monsters coming. But your torches have limited range, so you can only sort of see them dimly as they come at you. And sometimes you'll hear a lot of stuff coming from all around you. And sometimes you'll be walking along and you'll hear, it'll be relatively quiet for a while, and then suddenly you'll hear a monster right next to you and wonder, where the goddamn hell did that come from? And yeah, your health in the game is represented by your constantly beating heart. And while you can rest to regenerate yourself, if you strain yourself too much, you have a heart attack and die. It's quite fast-paced and very, very nerve-wracking. I never finished it as a kid because it required cassette saves and was slow to load and slow to save, and also had a bug where the shields didn't work properly, so super, super nerve-wracking. Okay, we're going to take the sword. We're going to examine the racks. Going to take that crossbow. What? Oh, I am not. Okay. Southity south south. I remember Poltergeist for the Coco. That'd be a good Halloween game. I don't think we had Temple of Apshai on the Coco. No, we didn't. We didn't. We had Ultima Imitations on the Coco. Hey, Snowfox, how you doing? Let me bring you up to speed. We messed up. A little bit. Just a touch. Actually, we didn't mess up, the computer messed up. So now I'm speed running to try and get us back to the point we left off. Hampered somewhat by the fact that this game is slow to load. But the fact that I more or less know where I'm going helps a lot. I just hope I don't forget anything along the way. Come on, load. We haven't found any chickens yet, but I can't say for sure there aren't any. Put the tome on the bookcase. Woo! And then wait for it to load the version of the room with the bookcase open. Mysterious walls? Well, there's a file room we haven't found anything to do with. I'm basically just opening up the file room so that we can have it open. Because there's basically nothing in there. Alright, next step, I think, is to go roll out the barrel and deal with the golem. He's a jerk. You've managed to be... Confidentially, Snowfox, I don't play Dark Souls anymore. I got right up to the point where you have to beat Sif and just stopped. I couldn't do it. And yes, before anybody mentions it, I am well aware that they twist the knife with Sif if you use the DLC. But yeah, I couldn't put myself through that. Like, if the one noble creature left in the world had been something other than a wolf, maybe I could have done it. But no. They give you a pretty and noble doge, and then you have to stab it. And I'm not cool with that. I'm really not cool with that. It just... And I know it's just a game, and I know it doesn't matter, and I know that thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of gamers have done it without even thinking about it, but I'm not those gamers. Please, oh my gosh. Thank you, Snowfox. Thank you for making me feel even worse about the entire thing. That whole thing just makes me go, fuck Dark Souls. Like, to hell with it, entirely. Think Ukami thoughts? Oh god. So apparently Ukami recently got a Guinness World Record for highest rated game with an animal protagonist. So that's cool. Shoot. I'm going to drop the parchment. Oh, right. Metamorphic Force. I only barely remember Metamorphic Force. It does warm my heart a little bit to know that, you know, out of all the games with animal protagonists, Ukami managed to beat Sonic. That makes me feel better. Okay. I don't have the cloth yet either. Huh. Oh, I've seen the TV ad for Cheetah Men. It's the most high production value thing attached to Cheetah Men ever. Actually, no, that's a lie. The 2chan videos of the Cheetah Men dancing to Caramel Dancin' are the best thing ever attached to that franchise. Cripes. I'm going to end up having to come back here at some point anyway, because I can't... Yeah. Let's go south. At this point, it's a matter of inventory management. I still don't know why you have a torture rack in here, Glenn. Okay. Where door? Slide sword. Yeah, I'm gonna go with placeholder pigeon on this one. There's some things that you can't, there's some things that I just can't do in a game, and that's one of them. It's not that I haven't murdered wolves in a bunch of games, although I have done wolfless runs of Dragon Warrior. What? Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're not asshole wolves when you do that. Wait, what? I just missed something because I was grumping. This place is piled so high with junk there is no room for it. That is wonderful. That is good. I like that. I was wondering if it was possible to overload a room. Now I know. Okay. So we're going to go south and drop the sword. Gonna get through this. Come on, hurry up and load. I mean, technically the wolves in Dragon Warrior, the very, very first one, I mean, technically they're assholes too, but they're so adorable. You're asking me to kill Akira Toriyama-designed wolves. I can't do it. Then again, I'm kind of a twisted guy. Like, back in the 90s, this is more sharing than I should do. But like, back in the 90s, I watched Dances with Wolves, and I was way more upset, spoiler alert, about them killing off his wolf buddy and also his horse buddy than I was about anything else that happened at the end of that movie. And I remind you, this is a movie that ends with the Trail of Tears. But they don't show you the Trail of Tears. They do show you his fluffy wolf companion getting shot. I have 9 viewers? Wow. Thank you guys. I didn't know. Okay, where's my Sea of Death map? Oh, shoot. I have to find the rope somewhere in here, too. South, east. Oh, good. It's right there on the way. Okay, we're gonna drop the staff for just a second. Take rope. Tie a rope to the arrow. Take my staff again. Okay, good, good, good. And from here we go south, and then west, and then south. Oh my gosh, I am legend. Oh, no, just no. Oh. Yeah, that's a bad one for me too. In a way, it's a mercy. Like, I can't get through the movie because of the dog, and that's a mercy because it means I don't have to put up with either of the crappy endings. Does the dog... You know, I've read the book and I don't remember him having a dog in it. Maybe there's a novelization that's more based on the movie as opposed to the original short story? Because it's the original novella that I've read. Huh. Well, anyway... I think I'm going to be heading off to bed too, guys, because I think with this, apart from going into the gong room, we are pretty much back to where we were. So I'm going to open up the gong room, and I think that'll be where we save. And then I'll double check to make sure that it loads again, and we'll be all good. Yes, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Perform a corny act first. Oh my gosh. Yeah, really? Like, if they're going to make a joke as bad as speak the name of the creator and then have you say the game's programmer, if they're going to do the joke that bad, that should be what makes the gong ring. Okay, so wander back west. All right, and we're going to see if it loads. Yeah, it only takes about 20 minutes to get back where I started from if it doesn't. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me double check my drives were set properly. Yes and yes. Okay. We should be good to go. The Game Maker game? I can't say that I have. I mean, I have Game Maker. I have a couple of different versions of Game Maker. Oh, Game Dev Tycoon. No, I haven't played that one. Alrighty. So, that's about it for tonight, I think. We've managed to get back to where we were before. Despite the game's best attempts, we are getting ever closer to finishing it. So maybe next week, we'll beat it within the first 20 minutes and have to start on Game 3 like we did last week. So, thank you guys for coming out. Everybody get a good night's sleep. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday. And, Coyote out.